Welcome. In this video we will discuss top 10 best places to live in Alabama. Sandwiched between Mississippi and Georgia in the southeast of the United States of America is Alabama, and sweet home Alabama it may well become for you. Homely and cozy as the state may be, Alabama has a rich and varied history and is home to landmarks from the American Civil Rights Movement to explore. Should you be looking to make the infamous Lenny Rich Skinny Rich song your new family motto, then there are some factors to consider. First, finding information on house prices and the cost of living can be a long and arduous task, and we know you want to focus on the fun parts of relocating, like house hunting. To make your life a little bit easier, we have analyzed the statistics and compared the market to find the best places to live in Alabama based on the cost of living, access to public schooling, and a great many other factors that you probably haven't even thought about yet. Let's take a look at our 10 best places to live in Alabama. Number 10. Helena. Helena is another suburb of Birmingham to feature on our list of 15 best places to live in Alabama, and deservingly so. With home value lying at $181,900 on average, Helena is one of the best places to buy a property in Alabama. Despite the suburban nature of Helena, there is no rabbit-warren feel. Houses are almost all detached and come surrounded by generous gardens or at very least a backyard and private driveway. Being such a small community, you'll not be surprised to hear that there are very low crime rates here. This can be due, in part, to the middle-class nature of residents who earn $84,615 on average each year. Number 9. Fair Oak. Residents can't help but sing Fair Oak's praises. On the banks of Mobile Bay, feeding into the Atlantic Ocean, you get the best of both worlds here in Fair Oak. Close to the sea and Founders Park too, there is a small town feel to Fair Oak in Baldwin County. Home to just 17,300 people, this is a gorgeous place to live. Despite being on the seafront, house prices here are greatly affordable. On average, home value is $238,800, making it affordable for many working-class American families. Small it may be, but there is always a good range of properties on the market at any one given time. Fair Oak's downtown area is lively and vibrant with copious restaurants, bars, and boutique shops to explore. Number 8. Indian Springs Village. Being a suburb of Birmingham, Indian Spring Village is a little deceptive in its name, don't you think? An urban village we shall call it. Being home to just 2,500 people, there is certainly a village-like feel to this neighborhood. For people who are friendly and welcoming, tenants may find finding a property in Indian Springs Village pretty darn tough, for only 5% of people lives in rented properties. Get searching. The median home value is $311,600, but given the proximity to Birmingham City Center and bordering Oak Mountain State Park, it is hard to haggle prices down much further. For $287,000 you can invest in a New England-style terraced house on Meadow Garden Lane with abundant gardens and a private driveway. Great value for money, to say the least. Number 7. Meadowbrook. This is one of the smaller suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama, and one of the slightly more affluent. The median household income here is $92,193, so families here are better off, in general, than those in Hoover, for example. Although only home to just over 8,000 people, there is an impressive 31 public schools that fall within the Meadowbrook schooling district, giving parents access to some of the best schools in the state, in turn giving their youngsters an outstanding start in life. Residents often note that if they had to live their lives over again, they would still choose Meadowbrook. What more of a compliment can you give? Number 6. Auburn. Auburn, in Lee County, is the most affordable of our best places to live in Alabama to date, with a median home value of $220,000 and median monthly rent of just $813. There is a lot to love about Auburn, particularly the price. There are a lot of young people growing up in Auburn. 15% of the population is of school age. An impressive 28% of residents have a master's degree or higher. So for those who want to live surrounded by a more education-driven crowd, then Auburn is a place to be. Having heard what parents who live here had to say, we concluded that they could not find one bad thing to say about the schools on offer in Auburn, not even if they tried. Number 5. Hoover. Should you wish to be close to Birmingham but not live in its glorious shadow, then perhaps the small town of Hoover is worth a moment's thought. Home to 83,547 people, this town is too in Jefferson County. House prices here are on par with Vestavia Hills and Homewood, too, with the added benefit of having the ever-exciting Oak Mountain State Park right on your doorstep, itching to be explored. The residents of Hoover are by no means affluent, but nor do they struggle to get by. With a median household income of $77,146 annually, it is safe to say that the people of Hoover live comfortably. Number 4. Mountain Brook. Northwest of Vestavia Hills and a touch closer to Birmingham CBD is the neighborhood of Mountain Brook. Although pretty close to the business quarter, there is still a suburban feel to the area instead of a frenetic city, urban feel. House prices are stepper here, given the city center's proximity. The median home value of $545,900 is fair. Houses here do offer great value for money, regardless of the price tag. Big, spacious homes with vast gardens to match. Mountain Brook is marked as the best suburb to raise a family in all of Alabama, and being the best schooling district in the state, it is not hard to see why. The schooling district spans into Vestavia Hills, offering parents tons of choice. Number 3. Homewood. Just north of Vestavia Hills is the smaller, cozier neighborhoods of Homewood. This is somewhat more affordable than Vestavia Hills but is no less charming. Believe us, rent in Homewood will be music to tenants' ears, for it is bang on the national average at $929 a month. With 44% of the resident population of 25,000 people living in rented properties, it suffices to say there is always ample choice for prospective tenants. Being that little bit more affordable, Homewood is very popular with young millennials seeking to invest in their first family home. Real estate agents see Homewood and Vestavia as the same. With the development and almost certainty in the area, we can predict that these suburbs will merge into one. No bad thing indeed. Number 2. Vestavia Hills. As suburban Alabama goes, there is nowhere quite like Vestavia Hills in Jefferson County, an outcrop of Birmingham City. This safe and secure suburb has all the charm you could wish for, with the bonus of an open-armed community that is long established and dying to meet you. House prices in the Vestavia Hills area are varied, which has helped create a suitably diverse population of 34,116 people. The median home value may be $346,400, but should you be able to triple that amount, you invest in a stately 5-bedroom home on Woodridge Place, with 5 bathrooms and small estate to match. Should you have a smaller figure to play with, say $229,900, you could move into a spacious 3-bedroom family home with a double garage and generous gardens. Number 1. Madison. Madison is the best place to live in Alabama for so many reasons. Scoring highly across the board on niche.com, you will surely fall in love with this small but perfectly formed town, home to 45,590 people. Having listened to what local people have to say about the area, we were delighted to hear they like how culturally and ethnically diverse Madison is. They say that there are plenty of job opportunities in the area due to the Redstone Arsenal military base being just around the corner. For those who work in the engineering industry, it seldom gets better than Madison. Having a strong military community here means that there are many family-oriented events and fairs throughout the year. There are some of the best schools in all of Alabama here in humble Madison.